What up, Dominators? I am Johnny Nomega, and today I want to talk to you about the business side of the music business. Not the music, but the business side of the music business is often the largest element in propelling someone from anonymity to stardom. The business portion is critical, and that is why I've spent months putting together today's content. So let's go. All right, so today I want to tell you one huge thing that is going to launch your music career, and that is you right there. You are a product. Your walk, your talk, your clothes, your ideas, your thoughts, a product. All that you are is a product. Think about it. When you see Beyonce or any of these famous singers, they have drink endorsements and shoe endorsements and perfume endorsements. Why? Because they are a product. They're not singing to the shoe. They're not singing necessarily in the restaurant. They're not singing with the cologne. It's just their name attached to a product. Why? Because their product, their branding, who they are, what they personify, the fan base that they have brings their clients or their fans to another product. When you begin to look at yourself as a product, it changes everything. We'll get to your music being a product, but right now you have to understand that you are a product. Your clothes, your thought processes, your ideas. That's how when people break away from brand tradition, they can lose their deals. When Tag Heuer thought Tiger Woods wasn't the best example of what their brand represented, they dropped him, right? Or they may have not dropped him, but a lot of other people did drop him. You get the point. You being a product means the way you walk, talk, and act is part of your package. And when your package aligns with someone else's package, branding, you get the point. And that's what we're talking about in this series, how to take your hobby into becoming a career, going from an amateur to a pro, which means going from not making enough money to sustain yourself in music to making enough and more than enough money and making music. And the first thing you have to realize in this transition is that you are a product. It's uncomfortable to think of yourself as a product. A lot of people see it as chains, right? I don't want to have to watch what I say. I don't want to have to watch my weight. I don't want to have to watch how I act. I don't want any of this stuff. All I want is everyone to adore me and give me their money. But I don't want to have to change the way I behave or watch the way I behave to make sure I align my product with other people's products, right? And that product may be their cash. You know, if you are a conservative, you know, and not to talk politics, but if you are a conservative, doing something that would be considered uber liberal isn't good for your branding. And vice versa. If you're a liberal, doing something that's uber conservative may not be good for your branding. And that rubs people the wrong way to say, hey, my ideas and my views are just my ideas and my views. Why do I have to align with everyone else? Or why do I have to make sure I don't offend everyone else? Or why do I have to make sure that I'm good and who I am is good with everyone else? And the reason is because you want everyone else to follow you, listen to you, do what you ask them to do, buy your product, show up to your concert. So it is a give and a take. It's a give and a take. I want you to give me money and buy my single. I want you to come support my website, come support whatever I have going on. So if I want you to support me, then I have to make sure that I am supporting you and what you align with and what your viewpoints are and what your ideas are. And some people are like, oh, you're selling out. It's not selling out. It is a compromise. And it's one of the hardest things for musicians to understand. And not just musicians, professional athletes. You know, they want to get drunk on Friday and play in the game on Saturday. And the coach says, no, I got to bench you. Why? Because all of my people and all of the fans that, you know, love the Clippers, we have a certain image. And the minute you don't align with that image, it's a problem. So you are a product. Your brand, what you personify is a product. And when you look at it like a product, you begin to think different. You pick your clothes out different. You talk differently. You speak differently. You speak to people differently, realizing that what you say matters. Because as you become a role model, which all a role model is someone that's popular and famous. So people look up to you, and just automatically, you don't have to ask to be a role model. You are the moment you become popular, the minute you put that single out, or that album out, or that video out, right? Your music is obviously a product. You singing, your album, that's a product. And you have to look at it, not just, and we're talking only to people that want to go from amateur to professional. If you're absolutely happy with staying at that amateur level, if you're absolutely happy with where you are and you're just happy, singing on Sunday mornings, totally fine. This is not for you. Go live your best life. God bless you. For the people that are saying, hey, I do want 1,000 people or 50,000 people or 100,000 people to follow me and what I have going on, then you have to see your music as a product. Not saying you have to change your style of music, your pitch, your intonation, your writing style. You may have to. I'm not saying you won't have to. You may have to. But that's not instantly what that means. It just means that when I put my song or my single out or my album out, since it is a product, when you put a product out, you have to do a product launch. When the McRib comes back at McDonald's, you know it because there's signs everywhere, there's commercials everywhere, there's a product and there's the product launch. When your product is revealed, you need to do a product launch. You can have the best song in the world. If no one knows about it, they can't buy it. I used to tell people that if I put gold bricks in my studio, and this was back when I had this big recording studio in Richmond, Virginia, if I put gold bricks in my recording studio, everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to be rich. But if they don't know that the gold bricks are there, how can they come and get them? How, right? It's so if you do a product, you have to do a product launch. And a product launch is just letting the world know that you're there. When you go and watch my social media video, and I talk about 5 sites, the top 5 social media sites, 5 minutes a day. That's 25 minutes. I give you 30 minutes a day. Getting on there and just saying, hey, my name is Johnny Nomega. Just wanted to let you know I had turkey for lunch. By the way, please go to my website and check out my single or whatever. You don't have to be on there forever. You just have to be on there and present. You are a product. Your music is a product. So how do you advertise that product? We just said with a product launch. Get on the top 5 websites and make noise. People get nervous about that. They say, 30 minutes every single day. It seems like a lot. No, it's not. Statistically, you're on Facebook, YouTube, your cell phone anyway for 3.5 hours every day. I know no one wants to admit this. The statistics are for everyone else in the world but you, right? Come on. If you have an iPhone, it'll tell you your time. So for 3+ hours every day, some people up to 6 hours every single day, you're on your cell phone. In your email, checking your Twitter, whatever. You're on it. All I'm telling you to do is if you want to go from an amateur to a hobby, is just change what you do on your cell phone. Instead of consuming 4 hours of content or 3.5 hours of content, take 30 of those minutes and produce some content for other people to consume. Tell them about your day. Tell them about the guy that cut you off in traffic. Tell them about your lunch. Tell them about anything. Just at the end of it, tell them, hey, do you mind going over to my website and streaming my single or buying my album or looking at my new promotional shirts or whatever? 30 minutes. If you want to go to the next level and you want millions of people to love you, you can't take 30 minutes just to appreciate those millions of people, right? So I said, if you are a product and your music is a product, social media then becomes the sales floor and you are the salesperson. There's nothing worse than going to a store. If you've ever done this, you've gone to a store and then you have money in hand, you're ready to buy. You want to buy. But you're in the store looking around, you're on the sales floor, a customer willing to buy, but there's not a single salesperson around. You are the product. Your music is the product. Social media is the sales floor. Don't let someone come to the sales floor and they can't find you as a salesperson. Every day, take 5 minutes to post on the top 5 social media sites. Doesn't matter what it is. Let your customers come to the sales floor and see that you're there and engage with them every day. Not once every 6 months, not once every 6 days, but every day there's a salesman on the sales floor. Make it happen. Anyway, that's my video for you guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it was helpful. Make sure you go to johnnynomega.com to get all of the videos in this course. This is actually part of an online course that I put together absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. Cost me months of study and to get all of the numbers and stuff together for you. It costs you nothing, just a little bit of time to learn to grow your career. So go over to johnnynomega.com, link in the description. Anyway, that's all I got for you. God bless. Catch you in the next one.